Hello, welcome back to Kitab HR. I know मैं बहुत टाइम से गायब हूँ YouTube पे because I'll tell you the story back behind and welcome back. I hope you are all doing good. Um, मैं गायब इसलिए थी because I traveled to Amritsar in the month of March and post that बहुत सारी चीज़ें हो रही थी with terms of professional and personal life as well. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, do that please. And अब मैं आती रहूँगी YouTube पे and I will speak to you. At least I'll try to upload 2 videos in a week of course. So that's what's in my radar right now. So yeah, let's get it into the video. So this video is all about books because I have been reading not much of course, but in the month of May back then, I read 3 books. First is Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Second is Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. Okay, beautiful book. I'll tell you about this book. And third book is the Shadow Hunters series, which is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Now I watched the whole series. इसकी series है Netflix में Shadow Hunters करके. And I watched this and I loved it. That's the reason I switched on to books because मुझे देखना था कि books में additional info होगा, that was sure. And I also communicated with some of my book friends and they told me कि काफी इन डेप्थ नॉलेज और इन डेप्थ चीज़ें डिस्क्राइब की है in terms of the storyline, in terms of characters in the book, so you should read the book. So that's the reason मैंने पहले सीरीज देख ली नेटफ्लिक्स पे एंड उसके बाद आई finished City of Bones by Cassandra Clare and now I am reading City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, which is second book in the series. It's a long series of 8 books, 8 to 9 books. So I hope एक एक महीने पढ़ लूँ. So I wanted to read that series. It's very beautiful. Coming back to my book haul, अब जो भी मुंबई में रहते होंगे उनको पता होगा that there's a old bookstore in Mumbai which is Kitab Khana. Kitab Khana is one of the most very old bookstores in Mumbai, and beach mein there was a fire broke out, but they have renovated this and post COVID it has been started again, and the books there are amazing. So I bought one book from there, one book Tanishka, one of my niece bought. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I would suggest you go and follow me right away because I'm more active on Instagram. I will be active on YouTube now from going onwards. But yes, मैं Instagram पे काफ़ी टाइम से बहुत ज़्यादा एक्टिव हूँ एंड बहुत सारी चीज़ें भी पता चलेगी वहाँ पे और मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. सो इफ़ यू हैवंट फॉलोड मी, फॉलो देयर Kitab HR on Instagram. नाउ कमिंग बैक टू बुक हॉल, मैंने किताब खाना से एक बुक खरीदी थी, Gallant. So this is by V.E.Schwab. I have heard a lot about this author and I have read the book. तो इसका रिव्यू भी यही वीडियो में है. Stay tuned for that. Another book haul, उसी street पे you will find a lot of books sellers. They sell in 100, 150 rupees. And book bloggers और book lovers वहाँ पे जाके book खरीदते हैं and it's a book street altogether. It's near Fort Mumbai, proper Mumbai. And I got this book. This is pretty packed. अब तक मैंने खोला भी नहीं है ये book को. And it's the Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. It's one of the most hyped book on Instagram. And I met impromptu मुझे एक blogger मिली. She is a poet. She writes poems, Vani, and she's also suggested me to read this book. हालांकि मैं LGBTQ romance नहीं पढ़ती, but this is the first book I will be reading it. This is into LGBTQ romance. So yeah, first book called The Song of Achilles by Madeline. The second book in the book haul is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. Now, who is Phil Knight? I'll tell you about it. Phil Knight is Nike, पता होगा, Adidas, Nike. are two competitors of famous shoe brands. Okay, so Phil Knight is the founders of the brand Nike, and उसके ऊपर ही book लिखी गई है. So, in the book cover as well, you will find that a memoir by the creator of Nike. So, I wanted to read this book because उसकी journey from start to end is mentioned in this book, and I wanted to know how big leaders, जो इतना सारा, they have so much of experience in the corporate world, how did they started from scratch, and that too as a brand, as a setting up a whole new brand of their own. बहुत सारी चीजें आती है. So I wanted to read this book and I pick it up. So ये तीन बुक थी, एंड जो गुड वाइब्स गुड लाइफ बुक है, दैट वाज गिफ्टेड टू मी बाय वन ऑफ माय बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स on Valentine's Day. So this was her gift and I loved it. So coming to book review, Good Vibes Good Life is one book which I loved it in the self-help genre. If you want to explore something in the self-help genre, please do check it out. Review is up on Goodreads and also on Instagram as well. So be the best version of you that you can be. That's written behind the cover, and loved the book. The second book which I read in the month of May, which was City of Bones. Usme I love two characters, Jace and Clary. So, Clary is new to this Shadow Hunter world. I read it in my Kindle. I don't have a physical copy of this book. So, Clary is new to the Shadow Hunter world, but she can see Shadow Hunters when other human beings cannot. Other human beings, in terms of book, human beings are termed as mundanes in the book. So if you talk about in the bookish concept, mundanes cannot see shadow hunters, and that's what the book is all about. I love the book. I would suggest, this book is not too long. It finishes off in 250-300 pages. So if you're looking, check out this book. Okay, it is amazing. The third book which I read in the month of May, my goodness, Colleen Hoover, Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Now, I also had this book in my Kindle. It's free on Kindle Unlimited subscription if you have that. And I love the book. I mean, I had heard a lot about Colleen Hoover. Instagram is all hyped about Colleen Hoover, and I just love the book. Now, why I am doing so much तारीफ ना? मैं इतनी तारीफ क्यों कर रही हूँ इस book की? Because ये book में I'll tell you a gist of what is all about, but I will not give you spoilers. अभी कैसे है कि ये book में there were two characters, Kenna and Ledger, wherein Ledger is best friend of Kenna's husband, जो मर चुका है in an accident. Now the Kenna की whole family, in fact, even जो उसका husband था, उसकी whole family blames Kenna, and in fact Kenna की जब गलती नहीं थी, फिर भी Kenna को blame किया गया. She was an imprisonment. She was in prison for 7 years, and वही टाइम पे जब she was in jail, तभी she delivered her baby, and बेबी को देखने के लिए प्रिजन के बाद, जब वो जेल से छूटी, उसके बाद वो बेबी को देखने के लिए पहुंची उसके एरिया में किधर है, तब वो लेजर से मिलती है. एंड सिंस उसका हस्बैंड गुजर चुका होता है, लेजर विच इज उसके हस्बैंड का बेस्ट फ्रेंड टेक्स केयर ऑफ इट, एंड ये सब में दोनों को हो जाता है प्यार. So, this is one of the most beautiful love stories, romance fictions, which I have read till now. And I am looking forward to read more of Colleen Hoover books. So, Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Book which I read right now in the month of June. I was on reading slump. मैंने 15 दिन से कुछ नहीं पढ़ा था. But I read Gallant. Alas, it's amazing book. Actually, जब I met Dhwani, I asked her whether should I take this book or not, and she was like, this book is a gothic novel. Now I was like, gothic novels क्या होती है? मैंने gothic novels कभी पढ़ी नहीं है. I am curious of what is gothic. But then This is a horror story. So basically, Gallant is a house. Obviously, it is written. I mean, picture ही book का वैसे है. I hope you can see this book. So yeah, uh, ये house का नाम ही Gallant है. So I don't know. Um, but this is a haunted house. And as the book का cover speaks, गैलेंट के अपोजिट भी एक और घर है जो यहाँ पे प्रिस्क्राइब्ड है एंड इट्स द शैडो ऑफ गैलेंट. इट्स द shadow of the house they are living in. And Olivia, it's all about Olivia. And what beautiful book है. It's like I'll just tell you, 16-year-old Olivia Pryor is missing three things: a father, mother, and a voice. And this reminds me of the journal which she always carries in her hand. She cannot speak. She lost her voice. And this book is all about ghouls. It's all about not Dracula's, I would suggest, but भूतों के बारे में ये book है. So if you are scared of horror stories, if you are scared of ghosts and all, please do not read this book. I love horror stories क्योंकि जब भी मैं कोई हॉरर मूवी भी देखती हूँ या कोई स्टोरी भी पढ़ती हूँ, आई जस्ट लाफ बिकॉज मुझे हंसी आती है, यू नो, हॉरर स्टोरीज पढ़ के. सो इफ यू आर दैट काइंड ऑफ पर्सन, गो एंड डू रीड दिस बुक. हंसोगे तो नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स इट इज अ वेरी इंटेंस बुक, but this is the first book I read of V.E.Schwab. The Invisible Life of Addie Laurie I wanted to read, but because of the pages which I saw, 500 pages plus, I gave up. I was like, मैं नहीं पढ़ पाऊंगी, इसलिए मैंने वो टच ही नहीं किया फिलहाल. And this is the first book I read of this author. Beautiful book. 5 on 5 stars. Okay, and rating first on YouTube. मैंने Instagram पे भी इसका रिव्यू नहीं डाला है. And I'm shooting and filming this video on Tuesday evening, and I think by Wednesday evening, which is tomorrow, it will be live. So बहुत ऐसे impromptu videos आने वाली हैं. And अब काफ़ी लोगों ने मुझे ये भी पूछा था कि how do you, मतलब आपको टाइम कैसे मिलता है पढ़ने का. कमेंट करके बताओ और क्या क्वेश्चंस हैं आपके पास, so that I can answer them all in one video. If you want to know more about me also, comment karo. Please comment. Please hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up. Okay, this video was all about books. मैं क्यों गायब थी 2 महीने, because I was traveling to अमृतसर. उसका व्लॉग भी आएगा बहुत जल्दी. एडिटिंग प्रोसेस चालू है, ये हफ्ते में ही आई विल रिलीज इट. एंड उसके बाद एक और ब्लॉग बनाया है, दैट टू आई विल टेल यू ऑफ कोर्स. सो या, ये सिलसिला अब शुरू है. डू हिट द लाइक बटन, सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल इफ यू आर न्यू हियर, एंड कमेंट करके बताओ व्हाट अदर वीडियोस यू वांट टू सी. टिल देन, बाय बाय, टेक केयर, एंड होल्ड ज़्यादा मत, रीड मोर बुक्स. चलो, bye bye.